What's up, team? Professor Matt Blasdel. It is week 10 at Gracie Baja. I'm talking to you this week from San Clemente about adventure and our path to mastery. This concept of adventure has a lot of definitions. The one that I love focusing on so much is this concept of intersecting between our challenges and our skills. And I'll put it to you like this. We cannot be thriving in life and happy and growing if our challenges are far greater than our skills. We're going to be stressed out. You can't be happy when you're prevailingly stressed out over a long amount of time. And the inverse is also true as it relates to our happiness and our growth. If our skill is far greater than our challenges, then we're actually going to be bored, and that is very far from thriving. Boredom can be pervasive, it can last a long time, and certainly keep us from feeling a authentic sense of pride in who we are and who we are becoming. But there's this beautiful intersection that takes place when our challenges are a good fight for our skills. And that is very much in line with this definition that I wanted to share today. And the thing that I love so much about Jiu Jitsu is its ability to keep us on this intersection. Very seldom is the case that because of the rules of Jiu Jitsu and the culture of certainly Gracie Baja, that I really need to be legitimately stressed out about rolling with anybody. Anyone should be taking care of their training partner, and despite what might be a massive gap in skill or size, it should be safe for any training partners to roll together. So we don't have to worry about bumping through the adventure threshold into that top segment that has us, battling with things that are way too far out of our control and have us stressed out. And the exact same guardrail exists for the bottom side of adventure. Regardless of who we're rolling with, even if it is, a junior or one of the little champs, if we resolve ourselves to using only technique and matching the speed of our opponent, it is amazing how much opportunity there is in rolling with somebody like that. But certainly in rolling with another adult, based on the leverage that exists in Jiu-Jitsu, one misstep and we're going to find ourselves choked, armbarred, swept, or whatever else. So we're never bored in Jiu-Jitsu either. And it gives many of us who aren't extremely familiar with this concept, I think a lot of training in what this life of adventure actually feels like. And I think the opportunity this week is for us to take a good look at, where are we on this spectrum of adventure? Are we, we've been doing the same thing for a long time. Are we starting to get a little bit bored with it? View this as the cure to that. And if that's the case, if you're sparring a lot, consider competing. If you're competing a lot, consider maybe teaching a class and getting outside of your comfort zone and doing public speaking. Whatever the comfort zone is, this is a remedy for pushing through it and continuing to arrive at that place of adventure. But the coolest thing that I love about finding ourselves in this spot of adventure is the more time you spend in this area where you are thriving and that your challenges are a good match for your skills, something very particular happens to our skills. They grow pretty fast most of the time. And based on our understanding of this, what happens to our ability to remain happy if we're growing? We actually need new challenges. Adversity and challenges are no longer this thing that we have to persevere through or that we have the skills to kind of merely survive. Adversity actually becomes a gift without which we couldn't actually even begin to be happy with where we are. And you see this mindset kind of translate for a lot of the practitioners who do Jiu-Jitsu. And for some people it happens really early, for others a little bit later, but pretty much everybody by the time they get to their black belt, whether they're super intentional about adventure or not, I think they have honed some part of this opportunity. So that's the overwhelming message for us this week, you guys. Let's understand how much opportunity exists for us in being just slightly out of our comfort zone and doing things that are very uncomfortable for us and doing things that are stretching us. And to the extent that we are north of that zone and we are panicked and we are anxious, we need to recognize that the cure for that is growth. So either way, it's either give us more growth or give us more adversity on our path to mastery, loving our lives, and enjoying this art with one another. That's what I have for you this week, you guys. Had a great time rolling with you. Look forward to seeing you this week. Os.